Trump News, an ex-Trump aide reverses party line on impeachment of Mayorkas, Mark Esper, to defend Secretary under Donald Trump. Parted ways with Republicans following Tuesday's House decision to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security. The border is a catastrophe. It's a mess. Everybody knows it, including a lot of Democrats. But this is President Joseph Biden's policy, not Mayorkas's policy. So, if you want change, you gotta change who's in the White House. Esper said on Wednesday CNN This Morning, "We need to prevent that type of stuff." Esper continued, expressing his disapproval of the precedent of impeachment in light of the situation at the U.S.-Mexico border. House Republicans voted 214 to 213 to impeach Mayorkas on Tuesday night. Tom McClintock, Mike Gallagher, and Ken Buck all voted against the plan, siding with the Democrats. Last week, Republicans in the House were unable to impeach Mayorkas. Republicans were able to remove the DHS secretary with the support of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, who returned to Congress this week after undergoing cancer treatment. From what we understand, House Republicans have been harshly critical of Mayorkas's handling of the U.S.-Mexico border, and last month they introduced the articles of impeachment against her. According to the articles of impeachment, tens of millions of foreigners enter the United States illegally every year, and many more remain here unlawfully, largely as a result of his criminal actions. The stories went on to say that Mayorkas lied to Congress when she said the border was safe. Views. House Speaker Mike Johnson stated on X, the former Twitter, that Congress has a constitutional duty to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas, and that Mayorkas deserves to be removed from office. "We have approached this topic with the gravity befitting the House's most grave authority, which is arguably a declaration of war, and that is impeachment. This does not constitute as a severe crime or misdemeanor," according to Buck, who voted against the impeachment, who spoke on Tuesday night. CNN's Out Front, "This represents a divergence in policy. The impeachment is horrible. Horrifyingly, it establishes a standard. It was a poor impeachment attempt against Donald Trump in his first term. We must put an end to this in this chamber immediately or risk further erosion of our credibility in the eyes of the American people." As Buck put it. In the next days, the Senate will receive the articles of impeachment and vote on them. Top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer announced Tuesday that the 26th of February is when the chamber will get the articles of impeachment after the state work session ends. The chamber's impeachment managers will submit the articles of impeachment to the Senate. The trial begins the following day with the sworn-in of senators as jurors. There will be a presidency by Senate President pro tempore Patty Murray. According to Schumer's office. At the United States Capitol on February 6, from left to right, House Speaker Mike Johnson. On January 8, DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas was in Eagle Pass, Texas. Tuesday saw the impeachment of Mayorkas. If Kathy Griffin were to comment on the presidential election this year, her boyfriend Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift might be in for some serious heat from MAGA fans. According to Kathy Griffin, although Swift has taken heat for being politically mute on the subject in the past, she has now grown increasingly vocal. The music artist has been vocal in her criticism of Republican Donald Trump and her support for President Joe Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. A lot of people who were really into Trump's 2016 campaign used the term MAGA, which stands for Make America Great Again, to designate themselves. Because of her political views, Swift's influence has provoked a flurry of relentless attacks from certain members of the MAGA. Some even went as far as threatening to not watch Sunday's Super Bowl 58 if she didn't show up to cheer on Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs.